What up, world? It's your boy Lando, Saint Lando 1, kicking it to you live here in Tokyo. But more specifically, we are actually at Yokohama Station, which is Chinatown here in Tokyo. Though the station here is actually not where we need to go. We're going to go down like 3 more stops to actually get to the actual area of Chinatown here. Though I will say this station, though, as soon as you hop off, very impressive, very impressive. I'll show you what it is. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Without further ado, let me go show you this station and the rest of Chinatown, China. So yeah, as you can see, like, we got some artwork here. This is more like glassware for like mosaic going on here. This area is definitely the old school port of like Tokyo here, where they had a lot of shipping and everything. This is just the main station of the train stations here in Yokohama. You can also get on the airport here as well. So that would be like Hanada, so it'd be like in this area. Though I will say this station is very impressive though. We're gonna go down though, we're gonna go down. So yeah, we're gonna be heading down, but I want you to get like a scale of how big these buildings are. I'm here at ground level, as you can see. This is a 5x zoom, and I'm still trying to look up this tall building here. This thing, okay, there it is. It's big. It is really big. Here's the ultra wide lens on this, just to get you a nice scale of like how big these buildings are. All right, yeah, we're gonna go down here. Though I could use the escalator, we're just gonna skip it and just go down here. This is like the mall, so basically like about every major station here in Asia has like a bazillion malls, so you can go shopping. And that's when you know you're actually at a main center here. And this is actually, see, Yokohama Station. And then as you can see, we got like the station here. I'm going to zoom this in here. So we got the station, and then you got the airport terminal. Apparently the Nissan headquarters is here as well, which is really cool. We won't get there today per se. That may be another trip because this area is pretty massive. For me to walk over there, it would be like 35-40 minutes to get over there. But like I said, we have to go 3 stations up so we could actually get to actual Chinatown. All right, but this mosaic right here is like really beautiful right here. It's very nice. Though I will say, the one thing that Japanese people are like kind of picky about is actually you getting on the train. That is probably like the one it's the interesting thing about here in Japan is that like people are very serious about getting on and off the trains. So if you're like seconds too slow, like they gonna push you out of the way. Like that is the one thing about Japan that kind of takes people for shock. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind, because this area is actually really busy through here. I gotta go over there. Okay, now we kind of made it to where we're actually going to go, which was 2 stops down. I'll put in the description like which one you have to go to go down here to Yokohama to at least get to like the downtown area, which is what this area is. Though Chinatown is like a couple blocks around, though this is just right off the station here. So as you can see, we got some like food here. We got some yakitori here. Actually looks pretty good. And then we got a Yoshinanda, which is like gyudon and, oops, probably can't say that. There we go. It's like gyudon, so you got like rice and noodles and meat, usually pork in there. This one may be beef though, who knows on that one. But it's real good, it's real cheap too. About $8 or $9. No, it's like 7. Like $7 you get you a big old fatty bowl, and a whole meal set's like 1,000 yen. Which comes with like miso soup and usually pickles sometimes. Then we got the big old like Mickey D's here. Though I will say the Mickey D's here in Japan is a little bit different than in America. Though there's like only 2 sandwiches that are really well, okay, there's a couple different things about it. Texture and taste is like a pretty big one that's different. Also, they use a lot more soy sauce in there, in the sauces, because you don't want to get too lost in the sauce here. Then we got the Burger King. Well, yeah, I will say the Burger Kings here in Japan look way different. So yeah, we're going to keep continuing on this way. We just got to wait for the light here. But as you can see, we're kind of getting closer to Chinatown here. We got more Chinese stuff looking. And then also you got the old school goated 7-Eleven down there. You got the old school look to it. But yeah, actually, like some of these buildings are pretty big. That is one thing that is hard to like nail the scale of, is like how ridiculous these buildings actually are in a lot of the cities that you go to here in Asia. It's actually quite interesting. Oh, we got my favorite convenience store right there. We got the Lawson. It's my favorite. All right, I'm gonna pause the video and go that way. So yeah, I've been walking probably like a couple blocks now, and we'll say like the differences here are pretty interesting. So we got like a mini supermart in here as well. There's like a bazillion Aeon, so that's like a name brand here. Usually for like a mall. Usually it's a fashion, like a fashion mall going on. You got the famous APA hotel here. This one kind of looking fancy though. Outside of its normal branding, whoops, of like orange, black, and yeah, it's just orange, black, and you can't miss them. Like they're everywhere. They got the particular branding. Like it's pretty wild. Apparently, like they must have toned down some of the like colors here in this one area, because we got the Comfort Inn. Looks pretty modern, kind of boring. It's got like the blue and black, so maybe that's what this area is about now, is all about modernism. But yeah, so you can easily like replace things. Looks like there's some more stuff down there, but we have to like wait to go across here. So yeah, we had to kind of zoom up a bit here, but I'm giving you kind of like an outside look here of like how far some of these like buildings are. There's like a big old street that goes way down there. However, like I need to go up here and to the right about 5 blocks, or I can just like walk that way, which is super interesting. Though I think we're just gonna go straight here because this is more towards getting like the ocean port up here. And also too, it's actually kind of like major being down here. You might see some like old school buildings on this side. They might be that side too, but we're gonna definitely take a check, look for sure on down here in Yokohama. All right, give me 1 second here. All right, so I ended up walking around here in Yokohama a little bit, and we happened to come up on like the rare like petrol or gas station here in Japan. It just kind of like begs to differ after like so many cars. Like you rarely see a gas station. That's 156 yen per liter. So somebody could do the math on how expensive that is. I can definitely tell you it's definitely more than in America, that's for sure. But yeah, no, it brings up the question, like you see so many cars and motorbikes and everything, but rarely any gas stations. So it's really interesting when you see one. Though I will say, let me take a step back here real quick for everything, because these buildings downtown, it's a lot of construction apparently down here in Yokohama, downtown. So yeah, as you can see, we're kind of getting closer here. We're here, and we got to get over here. So we're like 3 or 4 blocks away. I'm gonna pause the video so I can actually like get up there. We're getting closer. Like we're in more the traditional, like old school, like Yokohama. A lot of these buildings were built like in the turn of the century, like 1900s. And man, you could definitely tell because this is like a really old building. And then you got like a lot of new modern buildings like next to the coastline, because the coastline's actually over there. If we walk like 2 or 3 blocks there, that's where it is. This is like the newer like subway station over here as well, to get to the Yokohama like ocean over there, because that's actually the Pacific Ocean. Got the old building here with a lot of new modern buildings going on here, which is very, very fascinating. We're about like 3 blocks away from getting to the actual spot where we're going to, Chinatown here in Yokohama. Alright, so we ended up making about like 3 or 4 blocks up, and we're on the approach to the harbor. We got the picture right there, that is the harbor. Oh, oh, this looks interesting. There's all types of cool stuff here. Got a little mint in my mouth here, but man, this is cool. Man, this is very interesting. Yeah, actually, I don't even know if I can zoom it in that far. Oh, I can. Oh, dude, this is actually kind of wild. This is the Yokohama bus that's coming off of the major, like, I don't even know what to call that, like bridge or ferry. This is how, well, this is actually about how far away I can shoot that thing, like film it. That is insane. How far I can actually see with this iPhone 16 Pro. But yeah, I'm kind of approaching here on the harbor here, so we can actually like get a better view of like what is actually out here. Because I came here one time, but I didn't actually come to the harbor here. So we all get to have like a cool little experiment here or experience here to see what the harbor is all about here in Yokohama. Or as I like to call it, Yokohama. But it's Yokohama. Wow, that's cool. Man, this is really cool. So we got like a lot of these, looks like fishing boats here. Man, that is wild. Here, I'm going to zoom this in. This is crazy what this architecture is on this thing. Is this a boat? A bridge? I don't even know, but it is really cool, whatever it is. Oh, sorry, I kind of like zoomed in, lost. I don't even know what this building is, but it is massive. And it's really cool looking. And then also too, like we got the old school like harbor building over here that's like old school brick. It's probably been here for over 100 years. Oh, there is a pirate ship behind there. I can see it. When you've seen enough Pirates of the Caribbean, you know what a pirate ship looks like. Arky mateys. Though I will say the Suki Yu, which is like a food place here, is actually like started here in Yokohama. There's also a Ferris wheel over here in Yokohama, so it'll be very interesting to check out as well. But though we may not get to the Ferris wheel today, we still have to go to Chinatown, which is behind us. So yeah, we'll definitely check that out here in just a second. Apparently, the almighty dragon is here at the Yokohama Harbor, and it is really cool. Also, it's part of that Lotus thing we've been following around, but this dragon is pretty cool on this harbor. Like, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below, because that means dragons are very, how can I say this? Very fortunate in Chinese astrology. Though we're in the year of the horse, so not amazing, but it'll get there. But dragons very important to Chinese, for sure. All right, we're gonna go back that way, and we're gonna actually go to Chinatown. The whole intention of this whole video. All right, let me pause this, and we'll head that way. Okay, so we haven't made it there yet. However, I keep running into like these really cool areas here in Yokohama that I feel like people should like look here and follow, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. But we're also still in the quest to find most of these. So I think we found like 5 of them, 6 of them right now. And yeah, it just keeps getting cooler and cooler. We got like a little house here. We got some street entertainment going on here. Got a little bouncing tunes here. Looks pretty cool. Also like this park as well. I bet this is like a real hype area. Probably in the summertime. But man, it is actually kind of absurd how many people are actually here on this Yokohama here on the port. And let me put it on the 1X so you can actually see. But yeah, they got dog walk areas. Cherry blossom season's like 2 weeks away here in Tokyo, Japan. So a lot of the trees kind of look a little bare and dead, but they're cherry blossoms, I promise. But yeah, this is actually like a cool little spot over here. I would probably recommend coming to Yokohama. Because of course, like everybody's, like everywhere else, But as you can see, we next to the ocean. And also, like, yeah, we're just next to the ocean having a good time here in Yokohama. Just trying to get like a cool, like, little vibe here going on. Very interesting. Also, that is the airport right there. You can just tell. Just tell by the building that they got going on. It's very cool and interesting. Now, I'm going to get a little bit here on this side so we get a little bit more shot of the ocean. Oh, yeah. See, I'm like real close to this ocean here. I'm going to put a 5X. See? Ocean. Land. Ocean. But yeah. Definitely does not smell salty, though, which is interesting because usually the ocean smells very salty. Salty. But apparently we got like a boat over here. So if you ever played like the Pokemon games, you got like the SS Anne. But this is like the boat that they would take you to go to the island down in the Pokemon games that goes, which is like south of here. Yeah, I forget which island they take you to, but that is basically the SS Anne from the Pokemon games, which you just get on the boat of Yokohama, which is very interesting. Man, I like this park. This park is actually really interesting here. There's a lot of flowers I can see here, but a lot of Japanese people will come here and have a picnic and have food, drinks, just enjoy themselves. But this is like an amazing day here. Oh yeah, we got like a little tour here as well. So you can actually get on like these tube boats here. It takes a tour out into the harbor. As you can see, there's another one over there. Just to get like a cool little tour of Yokohama. You can do it in downtown Tokyo as well. They got boats like that though, and it's next to the Sky Tree. So if you're next to the Sky Tree, you can take those tours. They're not very expensive. You're on the boat though for quite a while, and there's a lot of people in there. So yeah, I'm gonna pause the video and go all the way down there. So yeah, as I'm walking around here in Yokohama, I think they call this like the Sea Wharf going on here. Got like a park here to my right. There's just a bunch of people just kind of like sitting, hanging out. There's places to go. Though the part that we're going to get closer to so we can get a video selfie going on here is basically the SS Anne from the Pokemon games. Yeah, that's the whole goal why we're getting down here. Though I will say, like, as you can see, there's like beautiful fashion here in Japan. I love it here. It's amazing. Oh yeah, you got to check this park out here real quick. So here we go. We kind of got a little zoom here. So we got like a walkway behind me that's all about bricks, man. Because we're in the brickyard, literally. This is basically the old brick house here in Yokohama. About it's about 100 years ago, 115 years ago. Got all the bricks. This is where the tires of Yokohama tires used to get made here. I don't know if the factory's still here or not. Though that was part of the reason why we actually came down here, is because I do like the look of the Yokohama tires, which they look really nice on Japanese cars, not gonna lie. Also too, there's like a whole bunch of other things here in Yokohama that we're still trying to go look and see. I'm still trying to make it to Chinatown, but there's like so much to see down here. You can get distracted very easily, for sure. We're coming up on the video selfie here. And these scallywags are here, on the boat to the harbor. Now, we're taking this to go catch some Pokemon. Like, gotta catch them all. Then, but I'm gonna flip this around so you can actually see what's going on over here. So yeah, there's like a whole event going on in here. We got water fountains. We got some bagpipes or a flute going on over here. Live music. We love to see that. Oh no. I think we're good now, up for a little bit. So yeah, I think the mic died a little bit, so maybe I'll have to double check on that last part. But we're back to seeing what the garden here has got to offer. Though I will say, like, this area is actually really interesting going on here. This is like the main entry to the wharf area, or the Yokohama Harbor here, which has a lot of like touristy things to do here. which, as you can see, we got the Wonder Express here. There actually is a train that is going around here. I just saw it. It's over here now. Ironically, as soon as I like literally turned around, we got the Yokohama train choo-choo on the express. Look at that. Oh, that's actually pretty cool, believe it or not. Choo-choo! Oh man, that actually looks really fun. I'm not gonna lie, that looks really, really, really fun. Alright, so we're actually kind of gonna leave this area. We're gonna go down here and see if we can get to Chinatown, because that was the whole goal. China. Also, I'm trying to save a little space here, so that's why we got a lot of cuts going on here. But yeah, we're just trying to walk through here, make sure we save enough space. However, I did want to film this like one little spot coming up here because I saw like a really fancy car place from an angle here, and I'm shocked that they have one like this close to the ocean front here. Man, but it is a really fancy place up here. Put this on the 1X. So you may not be able to see it because of like all the sun going on here, though. Oh man, I'm pretty hyped when I saw it, for sure. So we end up getting the Aston Martin store here, which is actually kind of wild. You got a Formula One racing here. I mean, it's on the door here. Really fancy cars. I mean, you even got like Instagram here. Apparently, get your Instagram photo of this car, which is actually kind of wild. Though I will say it looks like any other car, just branding anymore. It looks like very interesting. Oh, I found Chinatown. Oh yeah, you can't miss those Chinese pillars right there, man. We going to Chinatown. Okay, we made it. Okay, I'm gonna pause this real quick. All right, so we made it. We made it to Chinatown. Man, it actually does say Chinatown on it, which is ironic and kind of funny to me. Though I will say, this one spot though, this is Geeko, which is like where you do all your Japanese arcade games. But I kind of like the look. They kind of gave it like a Hong Kong like hall going on here. It looks really cool. And it's very unique. I've only seen this particular Geeko like style only here at this particular spot here in Yokohama. But yeah, as you can see, we made it here finally. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below.